Today I'm sharing creative wood decor ideas using wood scraps and thrifted finds. Let's dive into some do-it-yourself woodworking projects that are fun, affordable, and totally doable. Welcome to the Chic Show. Today's playlist is hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY, Joanna's DIY Life, and Divine Designs. Their channels are in the description box below. I thrifted this beautiful piece of wood for 49 cents at a thrift store. Because the edges of the piece were a little bit lighter than the surface area, I used some Waverly Antique wax to try and match the two. Secondly, I mixed together some of this lantern milk paint, and it's equal parts water and equal part of the powder, and then you let it set aside for a few minutes to thicken up. And it is a beautiful, beautiful, rich black color. And I just painted the top side of this wood piece. I didn't cover it exactly at first. I wanted to have just a kind of a dry brush look, but in the end I did pretty much cover the whole front surface area. I wanted to stamp some words as a background, so I used IOD's Kindest Regards stamp and a gold ink pad. As a reminder, you do want your ink to dry before you seal it. I did not, and you can see what happens right here. I don't know what I was thinking, but this is DIY Big Top, and I was going to seal this in, and all I did was wipe it right away. So I just left the sealer on there and let that dry, and then I inked up my stamp again and stamped it on, and actually this worked better because my ink was much more vibrant. Now, this crown is from one of the new IOD molds, Heraldry. I used resin to pour the mold and let it harden. Now I'm using some of DIY's liquid patina paint in iron, and I'm covering that mold completely. I went back with the DIY liquid patina spray in green and sprayed that and let it dry overnight. This product really gives it an authentic rusty look. Now I'm going back with some acrylic gold paint, and I'm being very careful to outline the bottom part of that crown, and then I went back and just dry brushed over the details at the top. Using a combination of wood glue and Fix-All, I glued this little crown to the center of the wood piece. This is one of my most favorite scrap wood projects I've ever done. To finish it off, I did use that gold rub and buff, and I went around the edges of this piece. I started in just the corners and then decided I wanted to go ahead and do it around all the sides. I completely forgot to take a final photo of this before I gave it away as a gift, so please enjoy this photo with my dirty fingers. I have been excited about trying something like this. I thrifted this little tiny jewelry box or whatnot box, and I pulled the drawers out and removed the little knobs on the front. I gave everything a coat of Dixie Belle chalk paint in buttercream, and once that was done, I'm using some of IOD's Floriography paint inlays. So I went back and added another coat of paint, and while the paint is still wet, I spritzed my inlays with water and then laid it down into that wet paint. Of course, I repeated this process for all three drawers. Once everything was down, I used a baby wipe and some more water just to kind of press that inlay down into that wet paint. I'm going to do the same process for the sides of this little piece, give it that wet paint and add on my paint inlays, and these I just cut out various flowers and placed on whatever would fit. And lastly, I did the same thing for the top piece. I decided to give this a little bit of an accent color inside using DIY's paint in aviary. I also painted the sides of the drawers. I wanted to give this piece some feet, so I used some of these little wooden snowmen from Dollar Tree, and I gave them a coat of the aviary paint as well. Now that the paint inlays are dry, I'm going to spritz them again with some water and dab that excess water away and then gently pull the paper back. Just as a reminder, if you're looking for more DIY home decor ideas or wood decor DIYs, be sure and check out the playlist in the description box below. You will find all kinds of wood DIYs in the playlist by these wonderful creators. Crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes, and I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes. I used some black wax over the top of the aviary paint on the legs just because it gives it just a really aged, worn look. Do want to wipe it back with paper towel and then look how nice that looks. So I'm using it on the sides as well. I glued these on with Titebond Quick and Thick. I also painted the little wooden knobs with the green paint and also went over them with the black wax as well. Once I glued the little knobs in place and let all of them dry, this project was complete. I absolutely love the French country look of this little piece. I thrifted this wall decor piece at the Goodwill bins, and I'm going to be painting the entire thing with one coat of Waverly chalk paint in Snow White. Once it's completely dry, I'm going to seal it in with DIY's Big Top. The whole process was unnecessary because what I really needed was a black background first. So the transfer I'm going to be using is black, but I want to do a wax technique on the black paint so that the white paint that I paint over it will not stick to that wax and it will give it an aged rustic look. So here I'm going over that black paint with just a regular candle just all over the piece, and then I will give it a coat of white chalk paint. I'm just using an old chip brush and I'm just kind of dry brushing onto the top. I don't want it to be a perfectly painted surface. The paint is still wet. I'm going to be using this scraper tool and I'm just going to scrape back that paint, and it should pull off wherever there's candle wax. If you have trouble with this, or if your paint is already dry, you can always use a hot gun, a heat gun, and blow on top of it to kind of loosen that wax, melt that wax, and then you can do the same process. This gives it that vintage cottage flair and that farmhouse charm. I'm going to be using this transfer from IOD's Rub-On Transfer book called Brocante. Now all the words won't fit on here, so I'm cutting the pieces that I want so that I can fit them exactly the way I want on the piece. Once I get them placed where I want them, I'm just going to peel away that backing paper, place them down, and rub them on. Now that everything is rubbed down, I'm going to lightly sand with my finger sander just to burnish that rub-on transfer down into the wood. I used my craft knife to remove any of the transfer that was in the little cracks and crevices. And off camera, I did seal this entire piece with a coat of Big Top by DIY.
Crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer at night.
I hope these wood decor DIYs sparked some inspiration for your own budget-friendly home decorating. If you love turning wood scraps and thrifted finds into beautiful DIY home decor, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Until then, keep creating, keep thrifting, and I'll see you in the next project. Thanks for watching. Remember to share the chic. Bye now.